What's up? Today we're going to go over 4 reasons why you might not be losing weight, even though you're trying. And a lot of these things are things that are healthy, but they are advertised so healthy that we might overdo it. So these are all things that we all know, but we don't know. And if you don't know any better, you can't do any better. So let's get to it. Tip number 1, mistake number 1, is something that we all know, but we try to figure out the best way to get around because it's just not fun, and that's counting calories. You have to count your calories. I don't care if you're on a vegan diet, if you're on a carnivore diet, if you're on Weight Watchers, if you're on paleo, it doesn't matter. If you're not eating in a caloric deficit, you're not going to lose weight. There's 3 ways to eat. You can eat in abundance, maintenance, or deficit. Abundance, you gain weight. Maintenance, you maintain your weight. And then deficit. That was a weird way to do my fingers. But deficit, where you lose weight. If you're not eating in a deficit, regardless of the foods that you're eating, you're not going to lose weight. If you do, it's going to be water weight, just because you're eating cleaner. Now, am I saying don't eat clean unless you're in a deficit? No. You should absolutely eat the best quality food you can. But don't expect to lose weight if you are not eating in a deficit. You have to eat in a deficit. And most of my tips will come back to this, and you will see how all of these things that you may be doing are sabotaging your ability to stay in a deficit, even though it's healthy. Because even if you eat, if you eat an abundance of cheeseburgers and you eat an abundance of chicken, and both of them are 10,000 calories over, that would be ridiculous. But if both of them are 1,000 calories over your deficit, what you would need to be in a deficit, then you're not going to lose weight, regardless of whichever one it was. So, on to tip number 2. Alright, so let's talk about the number 1 thing that's going to sabotage. I guess I can't call it number 1, but one big thing that a lot of people do that sabotage their ability to stay in a deficit. That's what we're going to refer to it as from now on, because none of these tips matter if you're not in a deficit. So, number 1, honey. A lot of people substitute sugar with honey when they start their diet, or when they're trying to replace sugar. A lot of people will put it in their coffee, you'll add it to your food, and honey's a great food. It is actually one of the easiest things to digest because it's already been digested by bees. But I'm going to give you a few facts about honey. 1, there is, I believe, 60 calories, and it depends on the brand, of 60 calories per tablespoon, which means that you are just adding 60 calories right there, boom. And a lot of people don't even count the calories from their honey because we don't know better. It's healthier than sugar, right? Why should we? Well, all calories matter, including honey. Number 2, especially if we're adding it to coffee, or even worse, cooking honey. After honey has been heated to a certain temperature, it goes from one of the easiest things to digest to actually one of the hardest things to digest. So, I'm not saying don't use honey. Honey's great. It's good to help with allergies. It's a good sugar substitute, truthfully, or not a substitute, you definitely can't use it as much, but it is a good substitute. I don't know how to word it. If you can eat honey in your deficit, fine, but make sure you count those calories and that you're still in your deficit. Otherwise, the honey's going to sabotage you. Number 3, another healthy thing that might put you out of your caloric deficit would be smoothies. Smoothies are great. I love them. I like smoothies because it's an easy way to get a ton of nutrients in your body fast without overfilling yourself. Here's the downside. Where it's so easy to put so much in those, and it's so easy to drink an entire smoothie, if you made a smoothie with 5 ounces of strawberries, 5 ounces of blueberries, 5 ounces of banana, a scoop of protein, and a scoop of almond butter with some water and ice and some coconut water. That is a very good smoothie, and some spinach. But if you were to eat all that food, you would be full. If you drink it, it's like nothing. So for one, we are now taking away our ability to be full off of the same amount of food that should make us full. 2, it actually raises the sugar content and gets rid of some of the healthy fiber that we need. So you're better off eating those things. On top of that, like I said, smoothies are an easy way to pack a ton of calories into something small. So you have to make sure you track everything by caloric input. So if you're going to put strawberries in there and you put 6 ounces, you need to know that it was 6 ounces, and you need to know how many calories 6 ounces of strawberries carries, and you need to do that with all the foods that go in a smoothie. It's a lot easier to do so if you just eat these foods, and you're going to get a lot more benefits. Like I said, I love smoothies. They're healthy, they're good, but we have to know our place for these things. And for weight loss, I wouldn't recommend a smoothie. Now, if you would use your smoothie as a meal replacement, I still don't recommend it, because why not just eat the foods so that you get the full benefit opposed to the smoothie? Now, I do like smoothies for people that are on the go and have to go fast, and you're probably already thinking, that's me. Well, that's good, but ask yourself this. If that's all if you have to, then I would honestly suggest finding another food. But if you are so busy that you have to drink a smoothie, make sure you calculate exactly what's in it. And then our final tip, which is number 4, but I'm going to call it 3.5 because it kind of goes hand in hand with the last one, is avoid liquid calories as much as possible, because you want to be able to eat as much food as you can under your caloric deficit, obviously, so that you can feel full and you can get these nutrients. And if I'm spending let's say I have 1,800 calories I can eat a day, think of that as $1,800. And if I'm going to spend 200 of those are on some fruit juice, which is healthy if you get 100% juice, I guess, but I'm going to spend 100 calories on that, or $100 on that, whereas I could drink water for free. Think of your calories as money and spend it wisely. And the only way that you can make more money is by working. So you get $1,800 every day. That'd be nice. And then you work and you earn $300. So now you can spend $2,100. And think of the same as calories. If you start with 1,800 calories that you can eat that day, then you go work out and you burn 300 calories, then you have 2,100 calories. So truthfully, it's about spending your calories wisely, and I would advise most of that to be on actual solid food, not liquid calories, because the solid food's going to fill you and give you more energy, more so than some fruit juice. So avoid liquid calories. So as you can see in this video, it's really a summary of truthfully counting your calories and being real with yourself. And if you're not writing them down or logging them in your phone, or actually truthfully tracking them and looking at the actual serving sizes that you're eating, then you're not going to get an accurate reading and you're not going to lose weight. These are all things that will, if one of these is missing, you're going to stifle your weight loss, because one of these all fall back into the same thing, which is counting your calories and having to be in a caloric deficit. There are so many things that we know we should do that we don't do because they suck, and we try to find a way around them. If you just embrace the suck and you grind it out, you will get the results you want. And if your result is weight loss that you're wanting, then you're going to have to be in a caloric deficit. And if you want to lose 50 pounds, you've got to lose 2 pounds somewhere. So celebrate those small victories on your journey. And yeah, I hope these tips helped you. And if you are somebody that's out there trying to lose weight and you do find these helpful, please apply these to your life for the next month. Come back to this video and let me know how you're doing with it. I would love to see your results. Tweet me, Instagram, whatever you want to do, Facebook. I would really like to hear about your journey and if these could help you. So stay tough, stay hard. I'll see you guys next video.